England. We are not medical doctors. We're here to raise awareness of all non-communicable diseases. Example of them is diabetes, hypertension, the cancers, and all other health issues that we know are affecting our people. We are not here to prescribe. We are not here to diagnose. We're just here to tell people about some diseases so that when we tell them about these signs and symptoms, they'll be able to watch out for these signs and symptoms and go to their medical doctors or their healthcare providers. The videos we play are taken from YouTube, where everybody goes to look for information. They are not ours. So with this, I just want people to know that all we're doing here is raising awareness of these diseases, because not all of our people can go on YouTube and access the information. Thank you very much for watching us, and please continue to watch us, because you will learn how to take care of yourself, because health is wealth. Hi, Una, good evening, Fambulem. Una always join we last week. We welcome Una back. Una way there about for join we welcome Una back. And we'll tell Una thank you for everything we Una they do for we, because without Una, we're not able for do the show. When they do the show here, for me we enlighten we people them, now make we they talk the Creole. For me we people them go understand more. It left now outside and they in a bush, then go able for understand what we they say. Last week we talk about male infertility, the thing that way they make we man not a born. We've been talk about that today. The one way more fearful self. Now the woman in you. We think it makes some woman not get picking. Now we can talk about today. And with me again today, now nurse being too, like what I always say himself, now big woman are nursing, and they work for the King's College Hospital, and they do they don't head a ward, they don't do they had anemia, they don't had kidney, the sections them at the hospital, they don't be lead. Well, you say lead nurse for kidney, lead nurse for anemia, and don't do all that. Me, now a mental health nurse for the past 15 years at the NHS. But when we talk about mental health, they say there's no health without mental health. And you're not going to just take care of somebody in head, you not take care of the whole body. So with me, na holistic care, we take care of the head and the body as well. We raise awareness for non-communicable diseases and show people the signs and symptoms so that they will know what to do if they get the signs and symptoms. Yeah. So I will wait there Auntie Bintu Insef or Nurse Bintu Insef tell Una how do.
Thank you, Salome, for the introduction. Una good evening, me family them, me viewers, family, and me viewers them. Una thank you for joining me this evening to this another interesting program where they can get to Una today about fertility in women that were not born. We can talk about why women they're not born, waiting are the problems that when they go through, where they're not able to get picking. We talk about the man there last week. So there would they expect ourselves for January and this conversation and this discussion. Now a very heavy topic for talk, but we just get for talker. So I hand over to Salome.
Okay, so last week we talked about male infertility. We talk about how the man then they when they're not born, we think it make that it happen to some man. We talk about the signs and symptoms the way if a man begin for feel that way, they if I go hospital for go make them check him. And we talk about where man they get this sexual dysfunction, where the partner they work better. It can be say where that happen, you balls and not they produce the kind of water we reach for make you give belly. We talk again say where even you they do the mommy and daddy business, you go get pain. Some man can get all kinds of symptoms. The balls can they hurt you, sometimes the balls too strong or it too small. You know, we talk about lots of causes. The other cause where I think will not be lay more emphasis on that some people the way they take some physical health medication, like where you get other sickness the way not to mental health. Just like people that they will get hypertension, people that they will suffer from diabetes, then get kidney problem, then get liver problem, then get heart problem. All this can make some man the medicine where they take can make that mommy business even sweeter. So we talk about all that and the show being good. And today, like what we say, we can't talk about the woman there. Any woman within this life where God make, it want born in your picking. And whether they not happen to you as a woman, then they always talk say you're not a woman, you know rich, you say you company they rich. Just like when they do this bondo business. If you not go bondo, then they tell you say, well, come on, you not buff woman, you not go outside you company, and you're not able for talk outside, you company and they talk. So now the same thing with this bond. Woman not go to na crowd and talk now with native homes then if you not get picking or if you not go bondo. So one thing they make with woman then, not the born picking. Boku reason they again. Like right now we get this rape thing where they go on a salon, all man they cry rape. If person there is small picking, man don't tamper with her way small. Sometimes some parts for in reproductive side on well. Sometimes that picking the way big and not able for born picking. Then we just want to make emphasis on that day because right now with the boku rape thing then a salon picking all 3 year man they get pa, picking all 5 year man they get pa. Then they already where you don't do that day so that picking day so you don't put in reproductive organs then we go make way big you know go born picking. So we just want to mention this but this one here so say that they can make woman big in a born. Not just a big in a born, sorry. It can even go off mommy and daddy business. Not so. They go say that mommy and daddy business where they do with me where I be small. It make a hate man. I not even want for they near man. And if that they happen, how you go born picky if you not do mommy and daddy business? So now that makes today we they talk about female infertility. Waiting they make some of the woman here so not the born picking. So when we say female infertility, now the woman ability for make the man they fire live bullets, the man they get a good sperm, we rich, we supposed for born 3 picking self at the same time, but this woman not the in egg not the fertilizer egg yeah, so for make it get belly. Waiting at the cause. Waiting they happen to this woman. Now we want for can talk about today. So I left the floggy and to be to let it makes more comments on that as well.
Well, we know say this mommy and daddy business when it comes to born picking. Now the woman they always they get the problem. Say now the woman get the problem where making not the born. So last week we talk say the problem not there only to the woman them. The man themselves gets some problem. Where we highlight some of the problem last week. Like 30% of the causes then a man then get the problem. When at 35%, when only woman then get problem where they not they born. The 20% now both the man and the woman, and the balance 15%, we don't know why. And we all equating Salome don't say any woman where God not able to forget and picking, especially in our own culture, especially in our own community, then they look down on you. You know they feel like say you na woman. Who say come to woman and they tin up. You know they able to nap day because you they feel say you not less of a woman. You're not a woman enough. So you they go through that day. It's very, very difficult and challenging for many women that were not able for born. Especially when they don't married. They don't Canada married us. They're not able for born picking. The verbal abuse, the verbal harassment, the cost, the disrespect, where the man go they tell her all kind of word. It commode, it go by the emotional abuse where the man go they tell him say now you don't accept, you don't accept emotionally, you don't put the blame on her. Instead don't accept and not get way for do. It don't accept say this now because even though not to get the problem, something that the man get the problem, but because of they don't point finger to her and say now you get the problem, that emotional abuse, it they accept them where they bring in self-esteem very, very low. Then it can lead to sexual abuse where then go the man no they say you know they born. So it just they use you anyhow, it they abuse you anyhow. So you not get nothing for say you just they subdue yourself because you know man you get this problem, you get this fault. And it can lead to the extreme where man then can so don't abuse the man then can become so violent towards the woman then where can even lead to some man they even kill the woman because of the abuse. When the woman not able to give them picking, and the woman them then they live in fear, then they become so insecure, they're not able to do, and then they inside that relationship, then they afraid for go other side. Then they afraid because they know say when they left, they don't in this violent relationship, then they afraid for left for go. And then they cause so much trauma, they cause so much psychological problem to the woman then, where they make depression, so mental health problems then. So today we dey talk about the causes of fertility, waiting they cause fertility, and the female reproductive organ, where now the female reproductive organ where they make woman them born. We talk about last week like the ovaries them, outside the egg they come out for lay the sperm fertilizer. If that side they get problem, the ovary get problem, it they make woman not able for born. Then the tube outside the egg they go through where the egg, where the sperm they can meet one of the fallopian tube. Then itself, if you get problem, get blockage, it can cause the woman not born. Yes. Then the uterus outside the where the egg and the sperm don't meet up, they don't can join together. Outside the egg and the sperm, they go meet when at the uterus. If the problem they down the back, it can make woman not a born. And the other side when at the cervix, the other back with problem like cervical cancer, the other thing, them other causes, and they where this not just the body. Now in the cause all that the way woman not go born. And when you look at all them causes, then they in not can be saying that the woman get this problem. Not to in fault. If the woman not a born, not to in fault. For say this woman is not a born, now ain't get the problem. There are other factors then they when a man-made factors then, for example, when an infection, if woman not they take care of himself, like them sexual transmitted disease there, like them chlamydia, gonorrhea, where you get them constantly, they treat them, then they can make back woman not a born. So these are some of the factors then where now the other causes then where woman not a born. But as the show go on, we go talk about the other factors then back. Where woman not go able for born, where all them here they happen.
Thank you, Nosbin. Today we dey live on VOS TV. We dey talk about female infertility, where woman and the man, then they do mommy and daddy business, past 1 year, past 2 years, this woman not be born. So thinking there, where woman don't pass 35 years of age, you go see it begin get problem for make it get pikin. Even if woman they get belly, the belly they poor. They get belly, it dey poor. They get belly, it dey poor. Then they na infertility, we go see column because it not able for keep the belly, for let the belly reach full time, for let it born the pikin. But this talk all they talk now so. Not so for people that were in the Western world, like where we dey England, America, Japan, China, Korea, Australia, not so we they talk for. Now with people that were there SALONE or even sub-Sahara Africa, we not get any idea of what thing they do them. Woman go there, he can married, especially we country host them. Woman go he can married 1 year pass, he not born pikin. They not they say go to hospital and go look you waiting do you. You not witch. You don't sell you born. Now your mama they be the witch, now be don't sell you born. Or you papa be the witch, now don't sell you born. And let it be saying that something where hereditary, where you and you 3 sisters them. Una 3 not born pikin yet. Or then they don't go married, anybody will get the poor. Now mama away. Or na witch, that family then a witch family. And when you not born that pikin the way you don't married. The country also where the man get money. Quick, they got married, other woman come. Then they don't spoil your heart. You don't even lose your identity because of that. Then they don't spoil your, you just then and that host then like you know nothing. They let her lucky for the part you get the woman where they just married. He come, as he come, every 6 months you don't get belly. You don't wear that. They go talk about you say you go just say like chaff now you they pass. Now this with sister then they go through na SALONE. And like what they still talk about this rape. Now say this city here, so it grow up na house when na boku family dey. One particular man the way we don't they tamper with this pikin way small. The pikin not talk, he afraid. They don't nyama all in cervix, in fallopian tube, they all don't poor where he not go ever born. He not take and make anything a pikin. He's so afraid for make you go talk with this person don't do him. Where he big now, he not able born. So now we just make reference to the rape here where they happen, to them small pikin here so. Because if he survive the rape, but they don't pour in woman parts, They don't put in reproductive side all. Where it big, you know, go get picking. And the side way go fend himself, nobody know the way no and self for say it been go through that the way it be young. Passing open in multi talker. So now this now one of the things the way they make people then in Africa where they're not born picking, then they lost their identity. The man go take all that wealth. And some think they decide where they defend themselves. That education not even they for say let go hospital, let them go check me. And with native homes there where man and woman they together, where they're not born. You the woman are you totally wahala. They don't know say man go there, he not go born pikin, he go get low sperm count. So say the mommy and daddy business and the man not get interest of farm. Pass the woman they go play away game. So all that day, nothing the way we for take into consideration, not for just call the woman name or we say na witchcraft, na juju, it don't sell in but especially if you're not woman, you don't get money, you they do your business. You might not give good business money, you sabi turn that money day. Hey, that money where you don't get now, you not get picking. You don't get another name where they call you, the name calling, the suppression, the intimidation where you go there among you mates there now you not get picking. Then in a big wahala. Where woman able for born picking, like I said, this now you they even lost your identity, you know. But who thing they happen to you? You self-confidence they go, you self-esteem they go. You know they feel free for talking a crowd like when you come in and they talk. So now this we they talk about today, female infertility, especially now with native homes, they waiting the people and they go through. Because itself, it get boku thing that way you they know if this woman not a born picking, waiting at the thing where they show. If this woman not a born picking, itself, hair growth, like what we talk about the man, then the young body they smooth. When man in your sperm not they work at all the sperm count low, in hormones they all don't mix up, the man in body go smooth like woman. The woman then back. So woman and then you they look the normal, you see them like say then a man. Then get beer, then chest get here, then belly to the navel get here. Come up again by the mommy they come up, you go see boku here, they again. Then they na show say the hormones them, they play with her. You get too much here in body, the man on your side, here not in body. Then even the mommy and daddy business, the woman not get interest in that day. You not get interest. You touch yourself, you not want me, you touch her. Then again, where they do the mommy and daddy business, they get pain. So taking there, inside in the mommy self can they hurt them. So all down there, now sign for sure say this woman something wrong somewhere. Some people that they go tell you say them fallopian tubes and block. Now they now some taking in a natural sickness. Some people that they say they get fibroids. Some people that they say they get endometriosis when a condition back where the whole woman them. But if you get all the condition, you get fibroids, you get endometriosis, you get heavy periods. Some taking that you they bleed in between periods because every month, as they talk about woman they was 28 days. That blood they come out if you not get belly. 10 days each now, you as 10 days pass, you see blood. Another 10 days pass, you see blood. Then they all not to think way normal. Because normal cycle now every 28 days. It will only stop whether egg they don't meet that pie in your water, then two don't form, they don't form egg, they don't form picking. But if that did not happen, if you fallopian tubes them block, or you get fibroids, when are we native homes and we people that not get money for going to hospital for let them go do all that day, they're not gonna say you the woman, you get that kind of problem. They then just they call you names and just they unbug you, make you feel so less about yourself. Because forget picking as a woman. Now one thing that they will identify you, they identify you as a woman when you get your own picking, and they make you feel proud, and they make your self-esteem grow. For say there why I'm picking them, there why I'm grand picking them. But when woman not born, na big trouble. Some people then God make them and they born. And again, we talk about compatibility the last time. This woman is then at this country host here in man. Here in this man, like when they say they're not compatible, them blood they're not they meet up, their eggs they're not go meet up, nothing not go work for them for let them get picking. But that woman they go then that married they say it all because nobody not able for take a care and go hospital say let's go look this woman. If not fibroids he gets, if na something wrong with with endometriosis, if na something wrong with the fallopian tubes, nobody na dey do that for her. E go dey panel dey take 10 passer. E don 50 years, e reach menopause. Because woman, you go was like wey dem keep talking with native homes then, or you go see your period till you don 45 to 50, it don stop. That's when you know they born again. And again, what we dey talk about where woman go dey na that age wey e for born pikin, but e no dey born pikin. Some people na dey bad and they sick, like we been to be they say infection. Where me don see pikin wey old 25 years, in period don stop. E no even begin do man business yet, in period don stop. That is a big problem. And that thing the way e don stop, e don reach menopause. E no dey come back. E like you go there, go give you hormone replacement, this and that, e no dey come back. So people then they back where they suffer and although they're not plenty, people then they get where they suffer and then they reach 25 by the time then they 30 when at that time then they say, make I begin born pikin. Then period don't stop, they don't reach menopause. Again, now the body they fet itself. Like when your immune system they fet yourself, destroy all the eggs in your body, you period stop. But we next from then sabi that and they no, they not sabi that and they all they know is this woman not born. They don't married 5 years, they not born. They don't married woman for a man, they don't bring her. They not 6 months, the woman don't born. Nobody know they help her. The only thing when me know say salon they work. They go send you say, this is how Dr. Fraser they. Go to Dr. Fraser, let go wash your belly. Go do DNC, they wash your belly. Some people they work for them because sometimes a small blockage in the tubes. The way they wash that belly, then they go get belly. But where you will not sabi, but start wash belly or DNC, or you will not even get the money for good work. How then they go there for you? Now money, call name, call you witch, call you all kind of thing. So if you they get the mommy they swell or inside they swell when they do mommy and daddy business, they hurt you they grow here, you hear all them begin change, you don't begin look like man. Even some of them, their voice go change. Somebody will get sweet woman voice, you go see his voice just change. All that then are the hormones then they play. So let we not call them Umaya name. If we get any way where we help them, may we help them. And we not know again how this Umaya, how it grow. If they don't tamper with a way small, it not talk it don't be at that pain. They say it reach now in bone safe, it lost her. So I don't know if you say 1, 2, 4 lights on that day. Thank you.
Well, now two ways they say so, because some of them here we know they know say then they happen, but now later in life where we are born picking, if they don't tamper with you, where you small, they don't abuse you, you don't know when it time reach for born and able for born.
We get a call. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from London.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we're fine, thank you.
My name's Sade.
Yeah, go on.
Hi, so basically I'm just calling on a topic about endometriosis and fibroids. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
I run an organisation in London, and I also obviously travel to different parts of the world, Sierra Leone, and I've been to Sierra Leone to raise awareness. And we raise awareness about endometriosis, as I suffer from it myself. And so it's a very debilitating condition. And so I just wanted to touch base because obviously this is a very interesting topic, and especially within Africa, there's not going to be any awareness. And so many women are going to be suffering in silence.
Thank you very much. We would like your contribution, please.
So what is endometriosis, or the difference between endometriosis and fibroids? Because people say fibroids, there's a difference. And you as a sufferer, can you just throw a bit of light on that for us, please?
So I actually suffer with fibroids also, but fibroids is basically massive tumours. And so basically they grow as once your hormones are quite... that once you have your periods, your hormones are increasing, you have masses, and they're tumours, and they develop around inside the female reproductive system. Endometriosis is when the lining of the womb, when you have a period every month, and then the lining of the womb sheds. And so when you have the lining of the womb that's meant to shed, and it's meant to pass through, that lining sheds, but it doesn't leave the body. And so every month, you're having a build-up of adhesions, a build-up of pain, because that lining is trying to tear away from inside of the body, but it's not able to tear away from it. So if you can imagine, every month there's tissue that's trying to pull away from the womb, from the fallopian tubes, and it's unable to remove itself. So that's the difference between fibroids and endometriosis. They still obviously cause a lot of similar symptoms: heavy periods, bleeding between periods, painful intercourse, infertility. So there's a lot of similarities between the two conditions.
Okay. So how do you manage the pain? I know endometriosis has lots of pain. How is the pain? How do you manage the pain?
For myself, it's taken a long time for me to manage the pain, because obviously when I first started experiencing symptoms, I didn't know what it was. And so every month I'd have a very, very painful period. My periods are around about 10 days still now, and I've had endometriosis for 12 years. And so you can imagine it's very, very painful, very debilitating. So the pain comes, I just have to basically just manage my diet. I have to take regular pain relief, try and just watch what I eat, especially when it comes to sweet things, because obviously once you're coming on your period, especially if you have regular periods, try to avoid sweet things coming up towards your periods, only because sometimes it can aggravate your hormones, and then obviously you can have more heavier periods. But in general, for different women, you can try diet. That works for some women. Some women it doesn't work. It depends on obviously how your body hormones work. But in general, pain relief and just trying to exercise and trying to keep your body as healthy as possible is the only way because there is no cure for endometriosis. You know, there are only preventative measures to try and treat it, but there is no cure. So it's something, if you get diagnosed with it, then you will have it for the rest of your life.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We have another caller.
You're welcome.
Caller, where are you calling from and what's your name? Okay, thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello, caller, where are you calling from and what's your name, please?
Hello, my name is Bob Simkabi. I'm calling from London.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the great job you are doing.
Thank you.
My name is Bobson. I'm calling from London.
Yes, Bobson, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for the great job you are doing. You guys are doing a tremendous job. I just want to applaud you. But waiting, I want to talk about this show. Not been to don't see almost all of it. One of the other big problems you get in Sierra Leone is women that can get what we call cyst. Cyst now, it can consider the fallopian tubes where they make women not able to conceive. But in Sierra Leone, one of the big problems is when women they're young. Sierra Leone will get a nurse they behave like a doctor. CHO they behave like a doctor. All men are doctor in Sierra Leone. And when we get young children, school girls, don't probably then go get unprotected sex, get the leg. They don't want to make the parent they know say they're pregnant. So the thing what they can do normally, go meet this nurse or this person, go do abortion. Many of the cases where me don't see personally in Australia is incomplete abortion. That the kid don't know. So they don't do the abortion. It don't open, it don't do the thing. So at the end of the day, when you turn rich, you're not able to conceive again. You understand? And so we they don't know say that this is not the problem. They really point finger, oh this, that and that. When they go do a lot of the people that would go do like these days, what they don't do, we get people who call CHO, community health officers. Where there is a program, Masanga, where you go train them on surgical skills. Then some are very, very good. Some then they now where they're not able to do good job. So then they act as doctors. You as a young person, when you're able to when go and see the first, you don't up to pass and put the home. I know a lot of young girls in that country will not get home right now. They don't take their home same house because of abortion. And when that happens, You know, this they get a lot of problems then, na the whole system. And like you rightly say, at times the man get the problem, but because the woman the woman become a victim, he not get power for talk. So all of them see how they happen to them. But the biggest problem na Sierra Leone na incomplete abortion. And the too much doctors they will get. A nurse they go to the poor belly. Those they act as a doctor or as a gynae doctor. CHO they act as a gynae doctor. Another doctor they when are just a physician, they still they act as a gynae doctor. And these are all the complications then. The poor innocent patient no know. He go there genuinely for me go sort himself out because now students or somewhere he's not ready for this pregnancy yet. He want how many people they know, he go be like ashamed to him people then. And when you go there, at the end of the day, then go mess your womb up or mess your whole system up. We don't need, personally don't see somebody who don't go do abortion, incomplete abortion. If they feel like they're still pregnant, but still they see in period. You can't, so when would they see everything, first begin pull the thing them after, part by part. We also get this problem of the community. There's also wall cramp. Woman, like man, is 18 up. So, before infection can meet you up there, they take 10. With 2 man, so most of them, we don't usually get for Sidon. And we all know we can, so that they will get at the country. And many of the places are max the old. And you get a lot of people then at the compound where they use the same toilet, whom we don't know how waiting they get. When I go there, you go use them. If they sit down, if they see, I don't see a virgin woman, it still get, maybe they get dangerous infection then. Some of them, it's so bad of that, you say, what? Not to say the human are prostitute, they sleep around, no. Not just because the environment where we did, the side where we work, we compound them, the toilet facilities. And I look better small, but because we all know, those days, people don't even know what's in our ultrasound. And even the now ultrasound they will not get beaucoup doctors them or sonographers there where they give you proper explanation or diagnosis of what they affect you. So these are the issues them. The problems there where they affect we naturally, except with the woman them. So if I get when they do a very good job, I just do this first. As the program they go, maybe I will call back. I thank you very much, ladies.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kabia. We appreciate you. We want to welcome the people that they join we. Please, when I send on a comments them, when I make una contributions them, because it's very important for let they give una contribution. If you're able for call, the number na 0203 number a day on. Thank you too, sis. Adama Judeba, thank you for watching. Share the video, let people then see. Great topic. Thank you. Matilda Jacob, thank you. Thanks for yesterday. That's important to blood compatibility. Yes, you should talk about it. Yeah, I just mentioned that. Say man and woman they get together, they're not compatible, they go say now we country host them, then blood not they meet up or they not get the same blood, they not go bump picking. But because they don't know that woman go there in that relationship, the man he go to get other woman and they born for her, the woman in there they is faithful to the man. At the end of the day, go there they say 40, 50 in not born picking just because the education not there for say go let them test you and this man for see if you're not too compatible. Because like last week I've been talking about people that way I've been know where they done they from school days and they love tell each other they married from where then they past 10 years say let's have no well. Then two scatter, 1 year, this going your way, this going your way, the woman born, the man born. That means say them two not be ever meet up, them two not compatible. But we native home say we not sabi that day. All the fault now the woman now get the fault. So they talk today about female infertility. Waiting they make woman and not the born picking. That man we call na SALONE man. Is say people and they working gay belly. So it's too small, it not ready it's for born. Madina today, yeah, hello, how are you? Yeah, keep watching, share the video, share the sites for people to watch. People that they were not ready for born yet, then go to somebody will not really talk about, yeah. this is telling incomplete abortion. First time hearing of this. Yeah, it happen because you go to somebody where not to the expert for do the abortion. If they have something inside there, me know somebody where they do that they too. Years, like over 30 years ago, no more how the medical thing be in a salon. You go for let them go do abortion. They not pull everything where they waiting ever been there, rotting, in womb, then therefore go pull out in womb. Not this not a story, I see them. That's how we know we can at this country. So now they can't say they happen at salon. So this incomplete abortion where Mr. Kabia talk about, now that they happen, you they go to somebody who not to experts, what see they do, they go finger inside the belly. Where that's done, it left you now you go. You go with the pain, you go where the thing done more now you now. You go to a big hospital now, then go pull the half thing and now where the pussy left there. Then sometimes that saying now the womb is so delicate. Sometimes you don't unbug inside that womb, the pikin not go ever lead on there. Some people that they naturally they get weak womb, as they say belly, they don't lead on their foot they up. For let they not grapple that belly they come out. Now yeah, if you get that kind of problem there, you they go hospital, then they'll tie you cervix for you, then you're able to carry that pikin there. But salon, if they're not able to do that kind of operation there for you, what you they do? Now for leader, you put the up the day we go, they put you down. So we want to welcome the people that we don't join with and they left the floor for us being to lay more emphasis on what they talk about. Female infertility. Thank you.
Okay, with the caller, the young lady we call. This now common problem where they now we community, especially black and African communities, and these fibroids and endometriosis where they talk about, because are they care for them patients and they, because me na anemia management, most of them patients here.
Thank you, Juliana.
And they come for iron because then they bleed heavily every month and they bleed and just get for they come for iron every time. So then they require iron treatment when a part of the treatment until they get operation. Wait till they try for talking English. They say the fibroids now like a small growth the way they inside the uterus where they cause obstruction, where egg not able to sit on there or sperm can't sit on there, where they make mommy and daddy business is painful because of the growths them inside, and the fiber they're not to cancer, non-cancers, they not get not to like the fiber like cancer cells, but they are not cancer cells. They're just growth when they make the belly big, and the endometriosis back now the same thing like where the lady they say that tissues them now the where for the inside the uterus, then they come now the out of the uterus where then they cause obstruction. Where the egg not they come inside, the sperm not they come inside, it cause lots of problems. So now the reason and then they where it happen back when you get into condition and it cause infertility and also some other medical conditions like if you get thyroid problem, because some of the hormones that way they help with the fertility that they come out from the thyroid. So when you get a thyroid problem on the active thyroid, instead they cause infertility per woman. Interestingly, where Dr. Kabia they talk about abortion as salon, where people like you say, you don't go well all, you don't go through all the picking and I make way born can now, born now they come. Sometimes it's not the abortion, it's the way they do them, the unsafe abortion.
Yes.
How unsafe? Because when they go do unsafe abortion, it don't scare the womb, it don't cause scaring at the uterus, at the womb, so it cause a lot of problems that the fallopian tube will not be able to conceive. But then again, when we talk about abortion now, we culture is forbidden. We not agree. Say we accept abortion now with culture. So most women then they go through that risk because they don't want let them parents them no say they get belly. So when they get that belly, then they go pull any kind way for no more. May they not carry that belly. So, but through that process, then here they happen. When you don't reach now forget picking out, you're not able to forget picking out because of their unsafe practices there. So now then here, so all they make woman they're not able for born. And the other factors they way now like your lifestyle. If your woman they smoke too much, you they drink too much alcohol, if they take the illegal drugs them. Then they all the cause for let woman not born. And if you fat too much, when you fat too much, it affects the egg production. When you dry too much, when you underweight, it make back, it affect your fertility. So you just get forget a normal average weight where you go able for help, for let you go able for conceive, for let you go able for get pikin, because for get pikin is not easy. Now, very tricky, very difficult process for lay first for get pikin. But wetin we dey say today, if you know say you don dey like almost a year, you dey do mama and daddy business regularly, pikin no come, you don pass 35 years of age, investigations dem dey wey dem go do. You go to doctor and go tell doctor wetin dey happen, not to think for shame, not to think for hide. Na for go say na this problem I dey get to, na this I dey go through. You take your man, una go then go check una. Investigations then dey. Now the world don advance where they go get treatments there for her. Although the country like SALONE, fertility management or treatment not to one of the things the way we consider say na priority na SALONE. We dey talk about gender-based violence, we dey talk about answer for our girls, we dey talk about rape, we dey talk about FGM, but when it comes to fertility, na big problem na SALONE. Na big, but we no get any fertility treatment center na SALONE wey go able for look after the woman there, wey dey able to look after the man there. But if they get fertility problem, then we're able to go to a specialized doctor. We go do all the investigations. Them we go treat them for let themselves go get pikin. So I left on there for now.
Okay. Una, thank you for listening. Thank you, Nurse Bintu. Today we will talk about the female infertility. Then at the woman where the reason why make woman they're not able for born pikin. Thank you, Alhaji Umar Fofana. Thanks for watching. Share the video so that our people will learn about this. Ladies, keep educating the masses. We love you. Love you too, Janet. Yeah, so lots of things that they affect somebody in Alhaji Mahmoud Kamara. Thank you. And thanks for watching. You're welcome. Join us every time you're able to and share the video. Yes, it's very educative. That's what we're doing to educate our people. Health education. Yeah, so if woman or man or they're not born or not so one thing responsible. Your age can be a factor, your lifestyle, like we've been to say, if you drink too much, you dey smoke too much, then they get you want born, you don't unbug most of your nerves and your body, pikin not go come. Even the environment, like way Mr. Kabia been dey talk, the sanitation, if una 100, they use 1 grain toilet, somebody go there, they get infection, you go sit down there, you get that infection there as a woman, you go inside your reproductive system, baku bad go happen to you, you know, genetics again, like what they say, it go be say una na this family, una all na 3 girls and 2 boys, then 3 girls, and they genetically they don't get like fibroids and they don't inherit endometriosis from somewhere like the family, they don't can unbug them, they're not go able for born, or they just get something for do with the egg fertilization, or na people the way they get early menopause, or na people the way they get irregular periods or heavy periods. Hello caller, good evening, who side they call from and what's your name?
Hello ladies, this is Janet Masamusa here.
Hi Janet.
Hello.
Hi. You know, I tell you now, last week after the male infertility program, I guess a man from Sierra Leone wrote to me, and he said to me, you know, Janet, that topic about male infertility, is that topic they will for home in on them. I say, why is that? And he said, well, you know what, male infertility now a big issue in all African countries, but then they talk about them. It's like a taboo, you know. It's also a way you would talk about that. It just sit up straight. Oh God, if only this can fall into mainstream. I say, well, a lot of people from Sierra Leone they watch VOA. So maybe they say, could you guys link with the radio station or TV station in Sierra Leone so that the whole country go? I say, well, we can speak about that. But anyway, I want to say to now, you know, when I listen to Sade and listen to Dr. Kabia.
Kabia,
I mean,
Dr.
ladies,
Kabia,
this topic here is so important that I think to say, therefore, try to do more and more and more, because there are a lot of people, when they talk publicly, but in private, they are saying that, just by raising the issues and the underlying problems, when they don't highlight, it don't begin give some people an idea, say, you know what, I'm not get for shame. I am married, also not born to kill to which me. Let me take my husband to hospital and go find out whether I get the problem or I get the problem. Then I had a woman call me and say to me, "You don't married for over 20 years, your husband, you're not going to pick in. And you guys talk about incompatibility. It says, so the husband left he can't abroad, in left na the country, ex-country, and he says somehow, she got tangled with somebody else. She has a child. And then the man up, instead of Obaya, go salon for a little while, he said, "Bomb picking aya." So in that situation, they then decide to themselves say, "Oh, it's not because we have health issues. It is simply because we're incompatible." So, ladies, I really want to ask Una, because there are a small number of people when they go through this incompatibility issue, when they bump picking, but they love each other so much, but they're not separate. What can you guys say about this?
Well, go on, Bintu.
It is, now a difficult one. And, now, even if, because it's so difficult, like when they talk about when they spam, they reject like the antibodies, where the people are not compatible, like when they say the antibodies, like the man in spam, where go to the woman they reject, and I think because some miscarriages them, because the man in spam, the immune system, they fight in spam them, they kill all the spam them now in body where it gets. The woman back where you receive the man in spam, because of your antibodies them, it they reject. So it is a difficult, that area there is a gray area at the moment. They're not able to fend waiting or able now the right way forward with that for now. Then still they do research, then still they find out waiting they cause that. So for now, but like the couples that when me go say, who's I love day, I think there are a lot of options now where people then go able to go get adoption. There are a lot of facilities for that. Adopting another child, because there are a lot of children who are orphans, who don't have parents, we not get people, mama and papa again, where they're in deprived areas. I think we can go for adoption, which is another option.
Well, to that I go say, if you and the man are not compatible, because then people are so way Madam Janet they talk about, not so people their way now. Good evening, caller. Who side they call from and waiting at your name?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi. This is Matilda. They call from Ottawa, Canada.
Hello, Canadian woman. How are you?
I'm good. I just honestly, I am so shocked about this incomplete abortion thing. Never knew it's something that existed. Never knew it's something. I know some people can go do abortion and blah 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 blah. I've heard of it and whatnot, but incomplete abortion, like first time hearing it, like I was blown. I was like, wow. But anyways, I just want to talk about something where the caller, I think he was a doctor calling from the UK, where he touched on where they talk about, use of toilet facilities and whatnot and back home. The last time I was in Sierra Leone, I did quite a number of missions, all over. I go Bo, I go Kenema, I go Pujon, I go Kailan, I go like you name it, I went. Yeah. And then I just remembered when he was talking about it, I came back from one of those trips, and then my goodness, me belly began at me. Me belly they asked me some kind at a no one day experience another's life, and then I went to pee. Oh my gosh. I know ever born Pekin, but I think that was the sensation people get when they born Pekin. It was so bad. I couldn't pee. My pee, everything was hurting. Everything was so painful. I remember my aunt going to the pharmacist and said, I think you've got an infection, you know, in the provinces and whatnot. I'm like, how? How come? And she's like, I don't know. So I had antibiotics with me that I brought. I took those, but I had naproxen. I took naproxen. The naproxen wasn't working. Nothing. My aunt went to the pharmacist. Whatever she brought, nothing. I remember Dr. George. You know, I think then she was at the Lumley station at the Lumley Hospital. She's a female doctor. They're very, very good doctor. One of my friends was like, you know, it's in make I go take you, make you go see with doctor. And then she took me to Dr. George. Dr. George go, as a matter of fact, they call him, not in the work that day. They say, now because of you no more I come, or because you probably tell me, say, you're not a good person to ram. Dr. George came, she took one look at me, and she was like, infection. I'm like, infection from what? From where? And then she's like, tell me your recent activity. So I tell her, I say, oh, okay, last week I've been doing a book, and then from there I come out, you know, I just come up pujon. I say, okay, you don't need to explain anymore. Thank God for that woman. Whatever she gave me, within 2 days I was cleared. But during those 2 days, I did work and I saw at the penny. I not ever experienced that. So when he said, you know, use of common toilets and things like that, and how you can easily catch things from that, it just triggered my mind to that time, and I'm like, oh my gosh. The moment I come Canada, I go see my family physician. I'm like, thorough checkup, please. You know. It was crazy. And I don't know my one say that, you know, watch your body, watch sign, watch symptoms. These things can happen. I mean, it happened to me, and I was lucky, you know, someone like Dr. George was there to pick it up quickly and help me, because I don't know what I've been for doing. Maybe I've been for don't return back to Canada, and my trip been for don't cut short because I was there for a very extended period of time. So make we watch the environment and watch within with surroundings them. And yeah, I think female fertility is real, but male fertility is also even more real, and that is something we don't talk about in our community. So the more we talk about it, I think the better we are for it. Thank you very much, ladies. Whenever I get them, I can breeze by and pop in. Thank you so much. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Matilda, and thanks for the show on Facebook for the rape thing that is going on. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Dana Miss Matilda J. Cole, now one of the VOS presenters. It don't tell you now in your experience where you get to go SALONE, they talk about even the environment. Go tell. Imagine now if somebody be in a village where they use that public toilets there, they don't go catch that infection there, it come. That belly heart they you know go take medicine for them. You go get that belly heart they take pass it die. Because that infection they go get for spread the other side of his body where he not take the proper medication. They get for that because that infection the way it spread, it go begin affecting organs them. Then waiting at the thing, it go die. This woman not go no side, it just begin cry belly heart. Now that it don't die. So your environment go tell on you why you not go get picking, you age, than I want because woman tell the each way as you period stop so you not go born pick again. Then the age limit where we get. The environment now just waiting and they go around you. Some people then they're exposed to some materials then at the environment, like the one where they near industries them, where they work with hazardous materials, where if certain the woman self they work in that kind of environment, then they will get lots of materials the way they use something that will poisonous, we go even tell on in your fertility. So that and they talk say your environment, your lifestyle again, like where then they talk if you too obese, you get body tumors, for that you take in it will be a problem. You diet for eat healthy, like where Shade be the talk. I don't know if Shade they listen to we. If you want for call back and give me more information, you're welcome for do that. Shade, if you're still watching, you want to call back and give us more information on endometriosis or the fibroids, you're welcome to do that. We still have some time left please do, because people commented on the awareness you raised, and so you can call back and talk more if you're willing to do that. That's fine. Thank you so much for that talk, and we appreciate you very much. Yeah, today we dey talk about female infertility, some of the things that wey dey make we sister they not dey born pikin. It can be say na your environment, it can be your age, it can be you and the man are not compatible, it could be your lifestyle. So woman they doing the smoke, but this way you realize you don't damage most of your body nutrients away from make you get the pikin, you not get the pikin. So now then thing and we talk about today. So at that point I go out for make we listen to one of we sponsors them for make we pick more sense on what we can tell we people them. Now we listen to we sponsors them. After that we go read, we comment them back and welcome more people we don't join we, and we continue the program. Thank you.
Why do a website when you can create an app for your business for free? Yes, with TAV App Maker, you can make an app as easy as pie. It only takes a few minutes. Simply choose a design template you like, add the features you want, and once you are happy with the results, publish it to Google Play and Apple Store. So your clients can download your app. Go to tavappmaker.com and create your free app today.
Cotton Tree Pharmacy is your new trusted provider of pharmacy services in Sierra Leone. You can count on Cotton Tree Pharmacy for genuine quality brand name and generic medicines. Guaranteed refills for prescriptions issued by doctors in Sierra Leone or abroad. Door-to-door medication delivery service in Freetown and beyond. Free health education. Have you heard about our Diaspora Medicine Connect? With Cotton Tree Pharmacy's Diaspora Medicine Connect, anyone can pay for your prescription online. Bring your prescription to 17 Pademba Road. Collect an invoice. Send your invoice to your sponsor in the diaspora. Your sponsor pays for your prescription online. We deliver your medication to you. For quality prescription and medications, visit Cotton Tree Pharmacy at 17 Pademba Road in Freetown. Have questions? Call our pharmacist on WhatsApp at 030-611-664 or visit our website at www.cottontreemedicalgroup.com. Come to Cotton Tree Pharmacy. We are ready to fill your next prescription.
Thank you. There was a caller on the line. Please, if you could call back, we were just listening to one of our sponsors, a commercial. So if you can call back, that would be good. It was a short one, that's why we didn't want to stop it. But you can call back. Yeah, so today we talk about female infertility, the thing where they make women they're not able for born picking. And if you don't marry, 6 months don't pass you, yeah, you man, una they do mommy and daddy business, well, una not they use protection. Because if you they use protection, you don't go get picking. So I want to remind people that say if una they do mommy and daddy business where you married, if you they use protection, definitely you not go get belly. But if you do mommy and daddy business, you don't marry 6 months. If they go to 1 year, you not get picking, and you know they use condom for that you not get belly. You do you not fix coil for that you not get belly, but belly not they come. Then na problem. You for go hospital, let them go check you. And again, if you they get belly all the time, the belly they pour down. They say we can call it infertility because you're not able for retain hold the baby where they come. The egg not able for fertilize it, they come out. Then they say they can class them as infertility. And the symptoms then are where you get abnormal period. That's what they said before. Any woman you period every 28 days, but if you period a heavy again 2 months, or even a light again 2 months, then they come 28 days, it go come 10 days, after another 10 days it come, they get that full cycle. Sometimes they just they drop, sometimes they come plenty, or sometimes they come at all. You see people that will get some other health conditions them where the period they come. If you underweight too much, the people that way they suffer from eating disorders, anorexia nervosa, people that way they suffer from that they weight so small. You they see that they can so they want and the period they come because the body not get anything. for make it work for that period they come. So now they say so they if that they happen, you get for try for eat for me you get you normal weight for let good things they happen to you, because if you underweight, no problem. You overweight again, no problem. Everything in the extremes, no problem. It too small, no problem. It too big, no problem. So everything will for do for day like in between. Like when Shade been the talk, it say where they do the mommy and daddy business, it painful. All that they make the woman they lose zeal. If me they can't do mommy and daddy business, I know they enjoy it before that I pay no more they get before that I left. Where you don't say before that like if you not do woman business or man business or mommy and daddy business, you not gonna get belly, you get for do am for then you get the belly. But if that not happen, then you get for what's it you not go get the belly. Now we were then at this side of the world, would they say we want for study, we want for land book so that we say go get the power for earn, we not go depend on the man them. If you left for look for that career, then you just go college, you go university, you get all the PhDs over your name. You not get picking. You wait say you don't 45, you go 50, you not get money. For then you get picking back, it go difficult because the older you they get, the more difficult it is for me you get picking. So that is definitely other thing. But now you they see, what's the way they say, I dey follow me job, I no want get picking right now. Then go reach the same way one for born the picking now, the born time don't pass. You're not able for born. So we get for member all that. But then for people that way they on this side of the world. But even this side of the world, people that the way they born, let's sponsor picking, then they no more for born now. Then they born 5, 6, then they born because help they out here. When you born picking, they go help you, so do ya if you're not woman, you don't married, 6 months don't pass, you not get coil. When I know they use condom here, you man when they do my men that they business, but then no they come. Do ya if they listen to this, you get somebody where that they don't happen to, direct and make you go hospital. Let it go, let them go see what they go able for do for them. If you not poor belly, even if you be poor the belly, but you poor and the right way, you go able for born picking. And just the one the way they go. First in a salon, you say people that they go pour belly na hanger and they put inside them for draw the thing come away they. Yes, then they say if that hanger they go hook you womb, it bust am for you. Then they don't done. Pass and go pull her. Like where Dr. Kabia talk about this incomplete abortion. All man they say they no one day read this, but until where they happen. Then they go first say at the read and they talk staking. Then they chook waiting inside that belly day. And they rot it come up. If all not come out, the rotting one left inside it, yeah, belly has to another part. That's why you they see some with sister they pass near you now, then they smell. Because they don't go do that incomplete abortion, something don't left inside them, where they don't know waiting for do, they don't get money for go hospital. So if you're not ready for born yet, go you born, you don't want that picking it, you want for go do abortion. Do ya tell that man they say this? If you're not a born picky, now for give me money, I go to a good doctor, we go do this abortion for me. People like that, they don't born self, sometimes mistake happen, they get belly back. They don't want that picking it, then they go pour that belly, but they don't go to the right person for doing for them. Or those a woman can say, help me, why don't see me picking and so I don't get belly, let what's happen, I know they put this belly, I go born her. So you go see person way old, you get picking because you know want for do that abortion. So do ya, my sister, that you don't marry, you didn't marry those, they don't cost you, say you not witch, you don't sell you born, or you mama the witch, you papa the witch. Not take her say now you mate the witch you. Something wrong somewhere. Because if you make him born for the same man, you say possible say you go born. Once you and the man una blood na one, una compatible, una go able for born picking. So that will not say me not they born, then when they cost you, you take her now, you depress, you even left the man, you go far where you go to the animal where can near you now, you not get that confidence they say for day with man anymore. Because your identity don't lost amongst women then. Because with native homes then, if you're not born picking, even your identity you go lose them as a woman. Then go say, where somebody go call you mama. Not call her mama, that your mama is a bit born. Now so they go begin tell you. And when somebody tell you that they go inside your soul. So do ya if they suffer from all what we don't talk about, go hospital. If your man like you take, you go inside blood and go check him. If the man able, he go then check out if he get low sperm count, Hello, caller. Outside the call from waiting at the name. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? And what's your name?
My name is Bobson. Bobson Kavia again. I'm calling from the UK.
Okay.
I just want to draw our attention again to three facts. My name is Bobson. I call again from London.
Okay, Bobson, we can hear you.
I want to draw our attention to other three things, factors with the cause infertility again.
Okay.
One, like sister say earlier, Sister Matilda.
Yes.
If now in the case of people them where they na the villages, like they go na the provinces them, where they don't know but anything they are waiting they can do, they can take let's say bitter medicine, bitter root, like bamba or tea bush. Once you take this, the pain they subside, they kill the pain for health, but then waiting they happen, the infection still there. The way our system can they especially with we human them, after a couple times when you get this infection, your system they accept them, saying, "Oh man, this is part of me." The reason we make it they first get the pain, the system they see and say, "Oh, I've got foreign body, foreign thing don't come inside me. I need to push them out." You fight them. That's how they get the pain in the first place. But once it don't stick with you, the system they accept and say, "Okay, this is part of me." So with that, if they stick with an infection, then so what the infection it multiply, it become chronic. They don't become chronic that they don't go block all your tubes them and all them things. So no matter what you do now, you're not able to conceive. Because with them at the village, they not get that specialist person. And even if they send them cat freezer, most of them go say, "Oh, I get this me famble when I'm not. I go send you freezer to me sister or me famble. Or I get this me doctor na tongue, where I go send it to."
Yeah.
When you bring them to this person na tongue, and not get the time or the qualified ups and guys, we go able to do thorough investigation on that patient for do proper diagnosis. Then look at them and say, "No, now this." The first thing they say, "No, go do cleaning." And like I said, you get a lot of people there where they do cleaning. Cleaning is one thing. How to do the cleaning is another.
Yes.
You check the patient, you do proper investigation of what's the problem before you even do the cleaning. Which are the other things? These are one aspect of them. So the point is it cause problem. Another thing also, like what they say, demand and problem. If found out in some cases, now that makes some people, and they deal with human, they will come to it saying, when you don't make love to human, if you demand not ever get infection, they feel itchy. The old private, as soon as you finish, when two semen they don't mix together, now don't come or you don't come, all that they begin scratch you. The vagina they scratch, the man self in private side they scratch. When you see them in there, that first try for do checks and see immediately. You understand? We are infection for many times, both of that they feel the itchy. But when it's now one person they feel the itch or then sending, observe them. The next time it happen again, try for seek professional help or try for seek advice.
Yeah.
Now, the other big issue is that when them people are they go do abortion, you understand? Because the people that when they go meet, they know they do the right thing. Many times in Sierra Leone right now, because the specialists are not boku, you go salon right now, you tell any woman at salon say you get fibroid. You don't get half of your life taken away. The moment you say fibroid, you know what they call na death. And it's now woman, you say fibroid, they feel so, oh, now they forgot pulling womb. Because Sierra Leone, the only fibroid, and most of them, they are the way not sabi. Then they try for the small one, and then they manage. But when it become a bigger fibroid, depending on the size of the fibroid, then will tell you, oh, this one, the only way for clear them is for pull your womb. Me don't face them. I don't see. Waiting me they tell now is out of experience. I don't see a patient where go and tell and say them for pulling womb. A kind of hospital to it was perfect. I go last year November. I just meet up with them. You understand? So all of these things and they affect me because the doctors, they don't get so many doctors then at the country that unqualified doctor or backdoor doctors them that, and they cause so much problems them.
Yes.
These are the biggest problems them. If you think of that person upline where you not get the possibility for come freedom for come meet that specialist, get up some kind doctor, we go able come, that problem. At the end of the day, that person, I don't go see doctor, they don't go do this, the doctor say this and that. To run, she's fine. You don't go do cleaning, she's fine. They expect you to forget belly, but the matter of the fact is you're not able to get to the bottom of your problem. So that's where the blame games come. But believe me, the man is believe me, you say that this and the problem. I don't go spend how many millions, I don't go spend this. Nothing not happen. You know they're born.
Yeah.
Not knowing that they never actually get to the bottom of the phone and not even know what's the lady in problem. The moment woman go to salon, any hospital in salon say, I'm not a bond, and say, I'll go do cleaning. Because you get for pay surgical fee. But once you don't pay down there, they don't do cleaning, then they give you a painkiller and antibiotics, and that's it. No. You not get those specialist sonographers them, where they able to look into the thing, you know. For example, you go cottage. In fact, like when you go cottage, as you go, you get the other doctors, them or nurses, they come, I get this doctor who go see you and he go make them for you, you don't. Or you go and this and this. If you sick, you get the only specialist people want to talk about sonographer right now, sonography. You get 3. You me know personally. Dr. Lengo, Dr. Godin Harris, EcoMed. Now PCMH on a cottage, then get them Kapanawa people they're working with people from abroad when are sonographers there where they help. Then I get one doctor there we just graduate, we come from Venezuela. We now 2 of them, Dr. Ruth and Dr. Mustafa. Only one person one day, all of them they don't know what they do. And imagine you send a person, you go do ultrasound, you go look, so you find you this, you that. They don't send a patient way, so we wouldn't also say get fibroid. Unfortunately, you don't even get fibroid. Now, small cyst the patient gets. The moment when you know woman, you go do scan, the first thing they say, na fibroid you get. This is one of the big problems in our country, you know. So that the root cause is there. When people are not able to take out the root cause system, now that's our big problem. So if I will come again, this Namian contribution, and I thank you for the great job again that they do. At least let people know what thing they happen. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kabia.
Yeah.
Thank you. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we did talk today about.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. We did talk today about female infertility. Whether the topic down the way we know they talk about now with traditional homes then. And so woman they get like waiting to be they say, but I go left and forget talk about that. They like wait possibly they get cancer, you know. We go make not get picking because the body not able for work that way they. But again, things that they way they affect woman in infertility. When a woman no more this ambo, na ovulation. Some people then they not they ovulate. The ovulation now the period where the woman in hormone then they develop, say they mature, then the egg they now is ready for let it meet up the man in your water for let them form that bikini. That period then they call ovulation. So woman then sabi that time day like me so. I be sabi that time day. Yes. So when you sabi that same day, if you not want to take medicine for let you not born pikin, that 1 week day to your ovulation, you know they do mommy and daddy business. They pass fail, they pass you. When the egg done they for some days, you meet no water they wait for fertilized egg, and they rot it for them. Now they be you period. So some people then they know they ovulate. And if you not ovulate, that means that you know they produce that egg day way healthy for make it get the man in your water for make picking be. So woman back when they ovulate, that will be 14 days after your period. If you know the ovulate for make you get belly again, it will be difficult. Because I know some women and they're not like pharmaceuticals, they're not like medicine at all. They know they take coil and they now want to use condom. So waiting then they do that period, they know say that the most period that they will risky for them for get belly. They know they do mommy and daddy business because they don't sabi their own body. But this you therefore do it with experience. You know they do animals say, oh, 14 days after my period. Because if you not ovulate back, you know they know. But when you sabi your body, good one, you didn't know where that same day they reach. Then sometime again, the woman in your body, in self how God make her, keep prevent her from making not get belly. But all that in something where you go able for go hospital for me to help you with that. So where we they talk, where Michelle they become on, you talk about this endometriosis, where now the tissue that they form, the lining of your womb they shred, where very painful. Imagine we get beaucoup woman in a salon where they get period. You go there and they cry. It's so painful. It's so painful. So taking this at the mega or come on paracetamol, they're not able for afford them. And when I share they talk in where they suffer from them, it say it painful, say it painful. So you go see this woman belly they heart like say you want for born. But you know get belly, now this endometriosis pain no more. Because it hurts for even explain. Because people are not in this country, some people that not talk about her. I know go say now Africa. And where you get that endometriosis, you get pelvic pain. Where you do mommy and daddy business, you get pain. Where you dey piss, you get pain. If you where you go number 2, where you want for go poo, you dey feel pain. Severe belly heart, they always catch you. Your lower back go hurt you. Then you period and go kind of heavy one. If you period kind of tell like how they don't kill. All that day with people then they not salon they suffer with that day. Young picking them, but they're not sabi how them go treat themselves. They're always you tired, you know the energy. Because the more you bleed stuff, the more you they lost energy. Always you get like iron. They say you get low iron, and when you anemic, you get low iron, you they always feel fatigue, not so. Yeah, so I be don't say I go left you say for me you put small word per this one and you talk again about the heavy periods and the anemia again when thing we go make your body not get in full nutrients so you get how you go get the belly. Explain that for women not skin to. Thank you. But you they laugh. Go on.
Okay, well, I mean, when we talk about infertility in women, would they start first like a girl picking, when you reach to the age of 16? If you never get period, say it's 16 years. Now, cause for concern. Because when picking reach 16 years of age, you don't see in period. Because now picking them from 11, 12, they don't begin seeing period. They don't see them period, say then 16 years, now cause for concern. Some people then they born, they're not able to see them period at all. They're not able to get no period. Now, so God don't make them womb. And when would they talk about infertility? Now, 2 types of infertility. Some way they not ever get picking, they not ever born picking. Then they get the other one, they way don't born 1 or 2 picking, then for can't get another belly back. It's very difficult. That never can cause back other problems them where they don't get after the non-born then 2 picking and they, you know, like all the other cause them where we talk about. So even when you know say you know they get belly, you get problem with your born. Sometimes even when you they get your period, where they say you they was irregular, and they take long time because woman period for they between 21 days to 35 days. If you see it past 35 days, period not come, or take 2-3 months, period not come, nothing for worry.
Yes.
And now, as with the age, the eggs them as we woman, as you don't pass 35, you egg then they begin reduce. So you egg then they begin reduce. Say before you reach the age where you know they get no egg again, what they call menopause, where plenty people that when they reach that age, they're not able to bond for themselves again. But the world also advanced that even if you don't reach menopause now, treatments and the technology they way you go able to forget picking through IVS, through other ways the way you go able to forget picking. But like a salon, we not get that facility there. And even if now you day, then treatment and they're very, very expensive. So for say, especially you become human, oh, I young, I know I'm born yet. Me a young first. But remember say as you they grow old, now so you egg then they reduce. Now in they make your chances so slim for let you get picking. So while we come woman them low and think about that day, but say woman we want for born, now woman get that choice there for make. It down to the woman. What woman want for born picking, it down to the woman. And that the woman be able to make that choice there. So we the woman them, we get for make the choice wisely and not say the right time there for born picking, but not left and too long. Because as you left and too long, you don't pass 35, if they go to 40 or plus, it's difficult now. So and more difficult. Like the fibroid and the endometriosis, where the Shade they talk about and Salome they talk about, it's very common now with African communities. We don't know why. It's very, very common. And most of them Umayan at the clinic, they come across them a lot where they become so anemic all the time because they lose so much blood. And the only treatment for them where we're able to keep them every month now when they get regular iron infusion. Like the tablets, it gets bad effects on them where if they get this period cramp, bad period pain, then they make love, then they feel pain, then they can't get again a medicine where they upsets them back. It can be difficult and most of them not able to tolerate them. So that they can make them very, very, very difficult. So that some of them factors they are so we they talk about say it's very difficult as a woman, think about the future, think about say the age they pass, your time they pass, where they can say your biological clock. So we women there we they work against time. So the more you the age, the more you age, then they reduce. So now that day we get for talk about today and see some of the treatment there, like the treatment in our salon, they're very limited. We not get enough treatment, and even here the treatment they're very expensive. So the only thing is look after yourself, maintain you get good lifestyle, eat well, get you vitamins them, and like what we talked about the man there last week, go say some vitamins them, they help some fertility vitamins them, then they help for let them build the womb up for it go able for get picking. But some of them problems they're not reversible. Where problem happen with the ovaries, the fallopian tube, it can be difficult for let you conceive. It will happen, but it will take a long time. And with we own culture, we they say na God in time. Yes, but na God in time. If you God don't say they bless me with picking, God go give me picking. But if you not say problem day, you for seek medical help. If you go to doctor, God say help you before I help you say before I help you. So go to doctor, go seek medical help, and seek any treatment and try forget the treatments them and go according to waiting the doctor they tell you, because we not able for can prescribe or say anything I also. But when you know say you're not able for born difficulties there, problems and they now for seek help and go to doctor, let them go check you.
Thank you very much, Nasbintu. You don't do well. Thank you very much. That you don't explain it very well, and I tell you thank you.
Thank you.
But we boss Janet Matamusa say let me talk a bit about the ovulation. Like what I mean, they say this ovulation is something where they happen to the woman 2 weeks after in period. Now the term that's where the egg they where the hormones and they work properly, your hormones and don't develop for let your period come. So the egg they fertilize, the egg they it don't grow, it don't mature, it dead na the tube. It just a wait for let you do mommy and daddy business. Let that healthy sperm day instead for it's strong, it can meet that egg day, then to meet, then the picking come out day. So where Time reach for let you ovulate. The hormones they don't ready, they don't mature, the egg don't day, it don't rep, it still don't day. If sperm not come to that egg day, it is for them now they come as period. Because as soon as the egg fertilize we get sperm, they cannot as period anymore. It they turn to pikin, now they make you get the belly. So now that they happen. And I can always tell people then say, whatever you they do now this life, your body forget the proper nutrients them. The vitamins that we they talk about vitamins E, we they talk about vitamins K, we they talk about vitamins A. When are them now the vitamins that way you for take, where you for boost up your immune system. So picking self one come, it go come easily. Some people that then yes, no more than they eat, they eat fruits, they eat vegetables, and your body need the proper balance for all that thing, and your body forget proper protein, proper minerals, vitamins for make your body go work properly. Now make some woman and stuff where they want for born picking and they go straight to the doctor. I want born picking or whose medicine they want for begin take for let have me body ready for that picking the way I want for born. The doctor go tell them say now this vitamin, now this and this and this you for take, and now this diet. Then go even go to a dietitian, put them on good diet. So even the pick where they go born, it go be healthy picking. So you get for look for make your body get the good vitamins there again, and then you get again for look for that train yourself, talk to your midwife, talk to your doctor, say you really want for put your eye for that ovulation period where now that time they for catch the belly. Like I say, women and they were very experienced. They know that because they sabi them body. 2 weeks don't pass, the period don't pass. That 1 week before that egg they go rotten, you ready back for them. They know that same day. They know they touch man. The one back where they're picking, he knows say that same day. Now for rub the money in aid for men and do the mommy and daddy business because he don't already forget something number 2 or number 3 picking. It can happen just that one same day, one time scratch, the fire don't catch. But some people they go struggle. And as a woman, you get for look yourself. What did they happen to me? I don't want 1 picking, I don't want 2 picking, but something they happen to me right now. I'm bored of picking, but I'm not able to forget picking. Then they say even your skin will change. You go get boku pimples where they call something what they call pimples, acne. You dey get her now, you face boku one. Then they're not a good thing. Then you the audio you been get the glady way you can get for do mommy and daddy business. Then they all don't go. They feel the man touch you say, but let me know and bug me. I need to feel well. Then you go see here begin grow now you lip. Now so let's say you now man you don't begin grow mustache. You just don't begin get here like what they say. Even you chin don't begin get here. If you don't begin get the symptoms then they or then signs then they on your body. Now for go ask what they go on. Even you hear some people that then they stress so say patches of the hair they commodity for them. Or the hair go thin. You not so old granny, you not young girl. You see you hair the thin, you don't begin grow hair like man, you young hair within your hair just a thin, they fall they break. Test yourself, go check a doctor for make it look you because it go be say some hormones that don't begin for left your body, then go put your medication where go make everything come back where you go able for conceive and get picking. So today we don't talk about female infertility, waiting at some of the things the way we sister the way they Africa they go through, the name calling, the witch, don't send him born. The neighborhood, how then they look at them, then are witch people them, then are witch man. They don't eat all in Peking, or they don't go pull all the belly. So man, no one they pull belly. So say the man they're not compatible. So do ya? We can't round up now. This show, I know say people they lack for you read this, especially today. Somebody they say no one they but incomplete abortion. Where they picking they go do the abortion. They know they put all thing because some markets you don't say the picking don't big small, it don't begin form as mortar man before then they go pull her. Then they say na staking, then they go then chuk what's in you belly. So now they get for left, it rotting, they begin come on, they say na you period, they can't the belly hard stuff where they can go through and not good for talk. If you know one pikin, use contraceptive or use condom. Not go let them go do that and they pay you because you not get the doctor way do away good forever. That belly has the every day you belly they have to they remind yourself what you do. Now that the most amount some sufferness they can to you, but you know say now you create them by yourself. Enough fine for yourself, enough fine for your mental health, enough fine for your body. It will just make you stress more. So on that note, I think say today we will call them a day. Sorry.
Comments.
Yeah. I don't know if we get any comments where we go read out first before we go, but I think say we don't cover loads. People then they glad for we and then say make we they bring a topic here so more, especially topics that where we people in a salon now they get access to like this male and female fertility, infertility people then they when our subjects when they know want to talk about self. So we go try we best for the bring that topic here so. But if you and that mommy done it together, you and that pa done it together for so many years. Thank you, IBK, thank you. If you and the mamid empire, una done it together 6 months, 1 year, una young, una not get picking. Before you do abortion, use condom. Not true. Now that's I just say. Before you go there, go play inside you belly and tomorrow the left pain part you where you're not able for get medicine for forever you day with belly heart. Tell the man say use condom, do ya? I'm not ready for born yet. Before I get belly, I go pull am. I go meet somebody where so say I not get almost million for pay. Then go play inside me. Then we use condom. Say you ready for born back. Do ya na beg with a beg. If you see you woman, you dey grow here na you face, you period they come 2 for the month. Thanks so much for this. You guys are saving lives. Thank you very much, Janet. I hope say the explanation about the ovulation help where you asked me for go over. Yeah, it's easier said than done, but what can we do? We're just raising awareness here. Yeah, I've done that already. Yeah, I don't talk about the ovulation again for let the one the way they born and themselves know how for train themselves or let them know their body, you know. So the symptoms of endometriosis can vary. Some women are badly affected while others might not have any noticeable symptoms. The main symptoms of endometriosis. Okay. Yeah, Sierra Leone will not get facility for all what they talk about, but if at all you know the symptoms, you can talk to a doctor. At least man and go for we not know if they get a place there now where they do sperm count, but other tests and the way they go do. I've been talking the last day, say even the woman them or the man and they go able for touch the sperm where they pull. If you sperm good when you self touch her, you go know. If you water where you see her back, you go know. You know. So if somebody in salon we not get where get endometriosis, you not get anything for no. Pass where they listen to what they talk now so and train himself and ask questions. And the fact you always say no, also not the salon, we not get somebody where they abroad. You got that kind of question there, you got that kind of problem there. Talk to people that money they help you. You know, because hospitals anyway go do and adjust the affordability. So say you not get money. Thank you, Matilda.
Thank you.
So say you not get money for go do your test, but you ask somebody when a born business. People that they will go help you for let yourself get to you. Thank you very much, Matilda Jaco. We appreciate you. So yourself can round up now and say you bye-bye to family. Implants are also causing lots of problems these days in the country. Yeah, implants are like coil, not so. People then they again when they go fix coil and now they go check them. If they say it embed into them and cause cancers. I've been saying you talk a bit about people that back we get then underlying problem like cancer. We're not able for bone picking. So then what they you do now this side of the world? What they you take the sperm and or egg they keep so you can throw small lights on that before we say we goodbyes.
You know, like where Salome they say the woman the way one for land book, then one for born picking and all that. So then parts here at the wall, if you like you get cancer now one of the things the way they affect your fertility. When you get on cancer treatment, get cancer, what they can do then they pull the egg, then go keep your egg. then pull the eggs them, then go keep them for the time where you ready for born. So now that option they because most of the treatment for cancer they affect your fertility. And like what I mentioned about thyroid self they affect your fertility, and other medical conditions them they affect woman fertility. And the other option where lots of women them where they born where gets pikin, we don't born, they say born pikin is easy. But for some women them it's very, very difficult. You know, I'm not saying we did be enforced on so many things, but we will get there. But then part here, women them they where they go donate their eggs them. Women them when no one born again, and they go donate their eggs them, give to women them when no get pikin. So that facility it did not then country also. It's expensive, but it did. Women then they no one born again, but then they give the egg them to people that were no born. So when you not born pikin, I don't feel say if you lose all hope, it's easy for say, but it's not easy for talk back. Because you always say you na yon. When you born pikin, na yon. But other option then there where you go take pikin, you menam, you turn her as yon. You know, you can go through adoption. You can go take other pikin, you menam. So there is still hope for women them. Let them not lose hope. This fault, I must say, it's very difficult for plenty of women that we don't go through so much psychologically, where it affects them daily. Even when they go out there and see woman, the other company woman, they push boogie, then they feel bad. Not of us say that woman, they mean them intentionally, but it's like anytime we go, it is the emotional trigger. Every time we go, you they feel bad. When you see a person they pass with pikin, you where you not get pikin, you they feel that bad. So it's a daily thing. Every day you go out, you see people out speaking, you see baby on board, you see Bella woman, you see picking the woman, you they feel bad because you want this picking, you not get her. You feel say it's easy, forget picking. But it's not so easy forget picking. For the one the way they try. So we just they say, wanna continue for take the courage, wanna seek treatment and see what's in there for una. That's all we go able for say to una and left this program today. And we will come back again with another interesting topic next week.
By God in power. So if you're not woman, where God not give you yet, but you see they now that childbearing age, go do you test them, especially if you're not this side of the world. If you're SALONE, not men let anybody tell you say you're not man cack or you're not this. We don't see they don't call people their names. Again, people like you say, where God in time reach. Some people and the way they married back, it will take years before them born. Some people they didn't want to crash because everybody in your body different. Everybody now they call individual differences. People that they differ. How are they react to something? Not to so not being to go react to something. How me go quick forget belly? Not to so not being to go quick forget belly. So now so the mother man and they twin themselves. Some they go born quick, some they go struggle for born. So not all people not say, oh, because my sister I don't just marry the born. Me say for I don't marry, so I not born yet. Na problem. It can be problem, but a problem where you go able for solve. Woman where they smoke, they drink too much, you want get belly, you want to pick you for stop that and take care of your body. You get for prepare your body, let your body be good, let get nutrients, let it ready for that motherhood. Because that motherhood, they tell so much on the body self get for be ready, they get for be rich with vitamins and minerals and proteins and everything where that baby they go need for let you even carry her. So today, about female infertility, and we're going to bring that topic here so often, like we they don't advise we for do, because now some of the topic that this way not they happen. Now we continue host them because nothing we embarrassing to talk about. Because if we talk about this now we country home, you go offend lots of people there. Even in man, if you say man when they born, now in sperm count low, or in they ejaculate better. Or in balls, then small, then dry, then now this, now that. If you talk that, the man go look, you say, look, this woman, what they talk about? I don't know what they talk about. And they don't say they got the problem, but they're not going to face them because it's embarrassing. So we go look for more things that people that not get mind for talk about, for that we can teach them about them by God power. Next week, If anybody gets a topic where you want for make we talk about, I dey always talk this. When I just send message to the VOS Facebook page or to we boss them, then go tell we say people they all want to talk about this, so we go willingly do it for now because this so they do not for we self and for una we audience and we people in a mama salon or the Sierra Leoneans and where they all over the world. When I share this video, let we see the way they back home get them, let them know say not to them one going get this problem and solution day and help they out there. So from me today, I say tata, we will see you next week by God in your power. When I take care of una self, una wash una hand, una wear una mask, COVID-19, it not go yet. When I take care of una self, wherever una in the world, this thing, you not get respect for person. Whether you old, you a baby, you a young girl, when it come, it don't come, do ya. So from me today, na bye-bye until I see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Salome Heights. I am the host for the health show on Voice of Salone Network. We are making this clip to tell all our viewers that we are healthcare professionals, nurses working for the NHS in England. We are not medical doctors. We're here to raise awareness of all non-communicable diseases. Example of them is diabetes, hypertension, the cancers, and all other health issues that we know are affecting our people. We are not here to prescribe. We are not here to diagnose. We're just here to tell people about some diseases so that when we tell them about the signs and symptoms, they'll be able to watch out for these signs and symptoms and go to their medical doctors or their healthcare providers. The videos we play are taken from YouTube, where everybody goes to look for information. They are not ours. So with this, I just want people to know that all we're doing here is raising awareness of these diseases, because not all of our people can go on YouTube and access the information. Thank you very much for watching us, and please continue to watch us, because you will learn how to take care of yourself, because health is wealth.